Today we will revise Act 3 Scene 1, where we have found that destruction of Antonio's shipwreck, where in Goodwin, that is a place in English Channel connecting France and England, as well as we'll talk about Shylock's attitude in this particular scene. This scene is very special because this scene forms the twist in that particular drama. And what we have found in Venice, a street, there was Salarino and Solanio, and we know whenever these people come, some bad thing happens, some changes occur. We cannot say bad things, some changes occur. And they are talking about a rumor. They are not sure about the rumor. They have heard about the rumor that Antonio lost a ship in Goodwin. One was sure, another was not ready to believe, and ultimately it came out to be a true news. They wished that Antonio should not suffer such thing. Then entered Shylock, and that man was suffering mixed sentiment. What is mixed sentiment? Mixed sentiment means he was both happy and sad at the same time. But presently, what we are going to find here, we are going to see him. He is terribly angry. First of all, he was informed that the tailor is known to them who prepared the garments of a servant boy for Jessica. Further, his flesh was compared to jet black, his blood was compared to red wine, while Jessica was compared to Rhenish wine, and her flesh was compared to ivory. What you can see here, that they are just continuously insulting Shylock. What their duty they are doing? Insulting Shylock. And Shylock had no problem with that one. He is habituated to all these things. He knows very well these people can only insult and speak rubbish. Actually, they can do anything. And one universal message is also declared, that this is the characteristic of the girl, to leave the dam. That means to leave their birthplace and hold the hand of someone else and go somewhere else. Actually, it happens after the marriage, the girls leave the father house or her own house and goes to someone else's house, means husband's house. So here we have found that this conversation between these people, and further Shylock said, when he was asked to forgive Antonio, he said that he will not forgive Antonio. Why? To explain why, he delivered his famous speech on discrimination. You can see on religion. He said that to bait fish withal, the flesh he will use to catch fish. And further, if it satisfies nothing, he cannot sell Antonio's flesh, neither can eat that, prepare that one, cook that one to eat. It is not such a kind of delicacy to eat. So, he will be satisfied. His revenge will get satisfied. If it satisfies nothing, the flesh will satisfy his revenge. He has disgraced his religion, his nation, even his dress. He spitted on his beard, spitted on his garment, insulted him many a times in front of merchants, spoiled his profit, and so many other things he had done, only under one reason, that Shylock was a Jew. And he feels if they can do like this, he can also do same thing in return. He thinks that Antonio should be treated harshly, his place should be taken. He thinks that all the religions are same. Just like a Christian, a Jew has feelings, a Jew has dimension, a Jew has affection, senses and all emotions. A Jew gets hurt when he is pinched. A Jew dies when you hurt him badly. A Jew suffers fever, and the same way he gets recovered, just like a Christian or just like any other fellow. So there is no discrimination. So there is no reason for Antonio to hate him, to disturb him by the name of religion. And now he is ready to take the revenge, and he will not spare a single opportunity while taking revenge. Further, this Tubal entered and informed him slowly and slowly all the actions. First of all, he made Shylock sad by saying that he did not get any report of his daughter. But few rumors or news he has got. But he does not have any well-grounded, well-established report. What news he has got? Or you can say rumors. That he spent 4 square ducats, that means 80 ducats in single night. Only to have party and only to enjoy. Now further, Tubal visited all the places whenever he heard of her. And that girl took precious jewels, diamonds and all these things. So Shylock is both sad for his daughter as well as the wealth. Now he is so much hurt, his emotion is totally destroyed. Now a father who helped her to walk properly, a father who took care of her. In this drama we can assume, after reading the drama we can assume that Jessica's mother died when she was young. We can assume that one. And with this assumption we can say that Shylock helped her to work properly. Shylock took care of her. It is really very hard to raise up a girl child. He did all the hard works. And what was the return? What was the result? He was betrayed. She ran away with someone whom this man hated so much, with a Christian youth. More than that, that fellow was a friend of Antonio. Shylock cannot tolerate that incident. It is very hard for him. That girl too held the hand of someone who is enemy of her father. So it cannot be accepted so easily. He wanted the dead body of his daughter with all the jewels and all the ducats. We can understand when a father asks for such kind of blessings or curse, whatever you want to say. When he is totally frustrated, he is totally broken, he is emotionally, psychologically broken. He cannot anymore tolerate the incident that his daughter eloped with a Christian youth. So, we have to be sympathetic towards Shylock here. We cannot say he is a villain. No one is born villain. The surroundings, the society makes him villain. Shylock is not a born villain. He had no work to do. What would he do? Money lending. He was forced to do the work. So, we have to be sympathetic for Shylock in this scenario. He has lost a daughter. He may be a villain to everyone, but remember, a father cannot be a villain. Father always loves his daughter or son. So, we have a feeling for him. This is pity that we have for Shylock, and this is the success of Shakespearean drama. This type of pity we have for a certain character in each drama, whether it is Julius Caesar in Julius Caesar, that drama we have for Julius Caesar. In Macbeth we have that feeling for Lady Macbeth and Macbeth. We have same kind of feeling when we read King Lear. This King Lear was a mad fellow, yet we had a feelings for him. We feel pity for him. This is the characteristics. Even if we go for Christopher Marlowe's great drama Edward II, there also we have the same type of pity. If you don't feel pity for a certain character, the drama is not going to be successful. The emotions would be raised. Tubal. We have got Tubal conversation. He was just toying with Shylock. Once he was telling that your daughter has done this, that, and making Antonio Shylock sad. And once he was saying that Antonio got destroyed fully. And that made him very happy. So once he was making Shylock happy, once he was making him sad. We can say he was playing, he was toying with Shylock's emotion. Shylock, so masculine, full of attitude, full of strength, was nothing in front of this Tubal. Tubal was just toying with him. Further, he informed Shylock that Antonio's creditor went cruel, they went mad, and they wanted to join Tubal's company. So now Antonio has gone bankrupt and he is going to die. He is going to get destroyed. And Shylock was extremely happy of it. Further, he informed Shylock that his daughter exchanged the ring of his wife, that was a turquoise, for an exchange of a monkey. Sounds silly, but you should remember that ring was given to Shylock by his wife Leah when Shylock was a bachelor. So that was a token of love, and that was exchange for a monkey. Sounds silly and funny, but there is a very painful situation, a painful sentiment attached to it. Shylock went mad almost. And all the anger, all this thing turned up towards Antonio. He was angry with something else, and that anger fell upon Antonio and was ready to take off the flesh of Antonio at any cost. So he decided to arrange an officer, a lawyer, before 14 days, so that the expiry of the bond will be maintained properly and the forfeit of a pound of flesh should be taken up properly. So here you can see Shylock is all ready to take the revenge, and there is no possibility to stop him. There is no one who can stop him. Now this sets up the actual format of the drama. It gives vent to Act 3 Scene 2. So next we will revise Act 3 Scene 2. Okay, each video will revise one topic. We will revise total 6 topics. We will divide this Act 3 Scene 2 into 3 parts. So we will have 3 parts, 3 videos for Act 3 Scene 2 again, and we will have a singular video for I Know Why the Cage Bird Sing and Little Magical. After 7 days we will start doing our new chapters. Okay, thank you very much.